Hey, my friends, we got a fun little episode for you today here on the Dallas Daily Show. We're talking red wire, black wire, green wire. Oh my. Let's get into the conversation. There's something you need to know about me right up front. I am not, and allow me to say capital N, capital O, capital T, not a handyman. When it comes to handyman services, there are very few things I can do with ease. There are several things I can do with consternation, and there's quite a bit of things that are just simply out of my capacity as a man. And I am very aware that I don't have many punches, hole punches in my man card, because that's. I do other things. I do other things, and that I'm just as valid of a man because I don't know how to fix certain things around the house. But every now, like I can change a tire. I should just say I can change a tire with the best of them. Door handles, fill valves on toilets. There's certain things I got down as when I was an apartment manager years ago, back in like 2008 to 2000, whatever, 13 or whatever that was, in Los Angeles. I picked up quite a few things. So there are certain handyman things I can do, but a lot of it I can't do. And so every now and again, when I go, you know what, doggone it, I'm going to learn how to do this. It's really fun. And I got to be honest, it's kind of a turn on for my wife. She's like, oh my God, you did a man thing? Come on, let me smooch you. Um, so recently, my son, he had a ceiling fan in his room. And, as kids do, things tend to break. And so one of the lights from it was hanging super low just by a wire. But then also the fan just quit working over time because it's an older fan. So it was like, hey, get a ceiling fan. My wife gets the new fan. It's got a remote control. She's like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. You can do this, Dallas. And so I went to their tutorial. I was like, oh, I got this. Because I used to do some electrical work and some wiring work way back in the day as well. So I was like, I can wire up a fan. I can hang a fan. Easy peasy. Now, if you need me to do drywall work, ain't gonna happen. But this fan, punch the man card. I'm going. I'm going to get a free sub by the end of this. 10 hole punches, free sub. So I get, so I go into my son's room, Arthur's room. I pull down the old fan. Not a big problem. The fan coming down, right? So usually you have your live wire, your red and black wire, right? And then you have like a white, like a ground wire. The problem was I had the typical red, white, and black wires. The fan, however, because it had a remote and the light versus the fan came as separate things on the remote, it actually had a red wire, a black wire, a white wire, green wire. What the heck am I supposed to do with a green wire? It doesn't match any of the other colors. Red to red, white to white, black to black. I got it. I got it. Green. Uh-oh. What do I do? So I had this brief little moment of like, well, shucks. Here I was thinking I was going to earn a whole punch in the man card. And now I got to call a guy. So I just called up one of my buddy. He's in construction. And I was like, hey, man, I have a random Dallas doesn't know how to do handyman work sort of question for you. And he was like, all right, well, what's up, dude? So I just simply said, look, I got a red wire, black wire, white wire, and a green wire, but I only have a green wire on one of my devices. What do I do? So he started cracking up. He's like, oh, that's a double positive. And he starts naming this stuff to me. And I go, no, no, no. Just tell me, what do I do with the green wire? Do I cap it off? Do I need to wire it to something else? So he walked me through the process. And the moment I did it, bam, it was great. It was outside of my scope of capacity. So I went to someone who it was within their scope of capacity, someone who had confronted the thing before. See where I'm going with this? Someone who had a level of expertise and who handled this sort of stuff all the time. Not something I handled normally or even infrequently. So it was very new to me, and it caused me to be stuck until I made the call. What do I need to do? And he said, boom, it's very simple. Here's what you do. How many times in our lives do we get stuck in a spot? How many times in our lives are we trying to muscle our way through something, do something on our own, and it just is like, this is outside of either one, my knowledge base, two, my current capacity, right? Or three, I do it so infrequently that I'm not at ease with it yet. And so we get stuck. And because we get stuck in our growth, it is easy to fall back into an old pattern. I could have simply set the fan down and just called someone and said, hey, and told my wife, hey, I'm just going to pay someone to do this because I don't even want to take the time to do it. Right? I could have done that and I could have stayed stuck in an old thing. But instead, what I did was I appealed to someone that this was a regular for them. This was an easy for them because they had already earned the revelation and gotten the breakthrough. So now they could walk me through what once was a breakthrough from them was now a walkthrough for me. Can I get a hallelujah somewhere in the back of the church? Right? That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes we need to follow the person who's already forged the trail, who's already blazed the trail, and we can follow the path. Sometimes someone's breakthrough becomes your walk through. And all we have to do is appeal to someone who's already gone through it or someone for whom it is regular things. That is going to keep you moving forward rather than retracting back and saying, yeah, this is beyond my scope. This is beyond my ability. Where in your life have you been stuck for a while? Is it in your health? Maybe it's in your wealth, right? Maybe you're stuck financially at a level. That could be professionally you're stuck, right? Or maybe it's like, oh, I can't seem to get breakthrough in these spending patterns, or maybe it's I've capped out at my work and I don't know what to do next, right? Are you stuck in a relationship rut, a relationship pattern? Are you stuck as a parent? Are you stuck where you're like, I don't know how to deal with my teenage kid or whatever it might be, right? Are you stuck spiritually, physically, relationally, emotionally, professionally, mentally, right? Health, wealth, relationships, those are kind of the big three in marketing. Time is another one, productivity. Where is the place that you've been stuck for too long? Maybe you need a coach. Maybe you need someone that you're like, I need to talk to somebody because, this might be a life coach, but maybe the life coach has somebody who's a finance coach on their roster. Or maybe they have someone who's a relationship coach, right? You're talking to a communication guy and the mind shift futurist, right? That's what I do. If you're feeling stuck in the past and stuck in your trigger belief behavior cycle, I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you with the inner personal communication skills, i.e. what goes on between your two ears. And I'm going to help you with the interpersonal communication skills, i.e. the way that you speak to the people in the world around you. I'm going to help you communicate to succeed in every area of your life. But where do you need the breakthrough? And who do you know that can help you with the breakthrough? Maybe you want to reach out to me. Totally fine. At Dallas Amsden on the socials. I think on Facebook it's the Dallas Amsden now. Not really sure. But just find me on social media if you want to have that conversation. If you're like, hey man, I'm stuck in this area, how can I get help? Go to bookwithdallas.com and do a 20-minute discovery call with me. And if I can't help you, I'll know someone who can. I got a lot of friends and I got a lot of people who are breakthrough specialists. So if you're needing a breakthrough, do it. That's your insight today. Imagine what could be possible for you. Let's set an intention. I'm dropping your 4 eyes on a Friday, right? The insight of what you're learning today is someone else has already earned my breakthrough. So let me walk through what they broke through. Number 2, you need the imagination of what might be possible for you if you get out of this rut that you're in. Number 3, the intention of, maybe I should reach out to Dallas or reach out to a coach that I know and say, hey, I need to get vulnerable with you here. I need a breakthrough. Let us help you until ultimately there's a positive impact on your life and the life of those people that it's affecting. That's it. That's all I got for you today, my friends. It's Friday. Red wire, white wire, black wire, green wire. Oh my. It's time for you to find your breakthrough person to help you walk through to the next level of who you need to be to say hello to future you. So go out there, my friends, not just have a great day, have a championship day, but also have a championship weekend. Have a championship weekend. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to DallasDailyShow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.